So if you want love and you want to be open to love, you should show love, express love, and you will get it back.
Our culture teaches us that it's natural to seek love. I mean, we grow and we look for love our whole lives. And yet, for a lot of people, it's hard to receive the love that comes their way. What do you think interferes with this, and how can we help people get more of the love that they crave in their lives?
You know, I remember as a child growing up, one of my favorite Aesop's Fables was the sour grapes story.
Oh, mine too.
Where the fox says, I want those grapes, and then he can't get to the grapes. I didn't want those old grapes anyway, who cares about that? And that's a natural defense mechanism to prevent us from feeling the pain of rejection if we open up our heart and say, I need your love. So what happens is we grow up, and to a certain extent we shut down that part of us, and that's our a part of who we are. It's not all of who we are, but it's a part of us that loves the most. And in a sense, we build a wall, and we have this beautiful heart radiating love and needing love. And to protect ourselves, we build a wall in front of it. That heart is still there. And we think we're protecting ourselves, but then we can't get out.
Right.
So we start feel contained within our own little bubble here, and we're not connecting with the world. And then that becomes a source of pain. So this is a real challenge, that we create relationships where we feel safe, a safe zone to share our authentic self. And that's when we feel a friend. A friend is somebody who, no matter what you say or do, they've got your back, they stand by you, they don't judge you and whatever. And we can usually have that with friends. Harder to have that with a marriage partner, because there we care more. That's where we have sex. When you have sex, that's why sex has so much ecstasy associated with it, is that we're experiencing the ecstasy of a child, in a sense, that full open heart. So the closer we are to someone, the more they can hurt us, so we tend to close down.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah, so good communication, safe communication is really important. And men don't realize this, because women tend to be much more aware of their vulnerability than men do. And women can feel it more, and men they're kind of like a bull in a china shop sometimes in what they say. And so what I want women to know is, don't take it so personally when he suddenly starts to try to fix you or change you or whatever, but just take a breath and just say, hold on, really, I appreciate you wanting to help. What I need now is just to feel I can say what I'm going to say without anybody trying to change how I feel. I'm capable of doing that myself.
Yeah. So the underlying intention is from the husband or the man is very good.
Oh, he always wants to help, but
Absolutely.
he just doesn't. He's doing the opposite thing. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire.
Exactly.
They put it out and it gets worse.
Exactly.
But those fears of not being good enough and feeling unloved or unlovable is also how we show up in the world. And so it shows up as like negative energy, like catabolic energy, and people react to us because our thoughts about ourselves is how people react to us, because that's how they see us. And
well, let me give you some brain science here, which is they've now discovered there are mirror cells in our brain. So if you're interacting with someone and you're coming from a place of mistrust, behind that is fear. Then that person will fear you. And that's what happens in relationships, is once we've been hurt, then we tend to have fear, we close up, and then others begin to close up to us. And self-awareness helps to break that cycle.
Because we're mirroring each other.
That's right. We will tend, which in some terms is we react. Somebody's upset, we get upset with them. But actually our brain is mirroring and having the same reaction they're having.
And because when we're mirroring each other, when we express love, we get love back. Law of attraction. So when you express anger, you get anger back, and all these other things. But so if you want love and you want to be open to love, you should show love, express love, and you will get it back. Or at least have loving thoughts, loving intentions.
So in other words, be the love that you really want in your life.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that the idea of allowing yourself to be vulnerable is a really important, and having the courage to be vulnerable. I think that love is probably the most courageous thing we could ever do in our lives.
Oh, I think that's beautiful. I really do. And I think this discussion about how we achieve the love we crave, like we just want love so badly sometimes, is such it's climbing Mount Everest for a lot of people. And I think it's fear, you know, what's been said today has been it's fear, it's, you know, lack of clarity about what we want, not loving ourselves, not mirroring to the world what we want to attract back. And that is the lesson that we have to learn for the world. So if we could love ourselves the way we want other people to love us, that's the gem to take away from this video. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.